The curse of the monkey god. They say the jungle remembers all who enter, and some never leave unscathed. Deep in the unforgiving green, a hidden temple stands guard over secrets best left undisturbed. After confronting the demon within, can our hero escape the curse? Or will he become another sacrifice to the dark gods? Stay with me and find out. The humid air hung heavy, thick with the buzz of unseen insects and the hiss of the jungle pressing in on all sides. The remnants of the previous day's battle lay scattered around them, broken stone and the lingering scent of brimstone. Despite their victory over the water demon, a palpable tension gripped the villagers. They stared at the newly freed woman Lily, their faces etched with concern. Though the demon was gone, the ritual scar on her chest pulsed with an unsettling light. Elder Amata, his brow furrowed, approached Lily. His gaze, though, quickly shifted to the monkey god statue, its grinning face unnerving even in the daylight. He pointed to the receding jungle, his voice grave. "We cannot stay here! The temple is cursed! We must leave before the evil return!" As if on cue, a chorus of shrieks pierced the air, sending the villagers diving for cover. When they cautiously emerged, they found a scene that sent shivers down their spine. All around them, the vines had woven themselves into intricate cages, binding trees and rocks in a suffocating embrace. The jungle was responding to the disturbance. In the center of it all, the monkey god statue gleamed. Its eyes, once dull, now burned with an ominous light. Amidst the chaos, young Kai, his face pale, stumbled out from behind a tree. He clutched his injured arm, fear etched into his features. "It's her!" he gasped, pointing a trembling finger at the statue. "The monkey! It's taking her!" Before anyone could react, the ground rumbled. The monkey god statue cracked, and with a screech that tore at their eardrums, it came to life. Vines snaked out, wrapping around its form, pulling it toward Lily. Vines reached for Kai, but he dodged, fear propelling him forward. He tripped, falling to the ground, his eyes, wide with terror, locked on to the descending statue, just as the statue loomed over him, ready to crush him. A blur of motion intervened. Standing before Kai, shielding him with his own body, was none other than Tiago. His face grim, he pushed Kai behind him, bracing for the impact. But instead of crushing Tiago, the statue froze. Its vines recoiled, and a guttural voice boomed through the jungle. "Who dares interfere?" From the shadows, a figure emerged, his eyes blazing with determination. He walked towards the statue, his gaze unwavering. It was Rourke, his steps purposeful. As he drew closer, the vines parted, revealing the source of the statue's power. There, kneeling before the statue, was the priestess, her back to the villagers. She chanted in a language both ancient and sinister. Her voice, though laced with power, held a hint of desperation. In her hands, she held a small, intricately carved box, its surface adorned with images of jaguars and serpents. The villagers gasped. They recognized the markings of the serpent people, the tribe rumored to have built the temple centuries ago. But what did the priestess want? And why did she hold the box aloft, her eyes pleading with the monkey god? Tiago, his eyes narrowed, stepped forward. His voice, though laced with caution, rang with authority. "Why do you defy the village? What is the meaning of this?" The priestess turned, her face a mixture of wariness and resolve. "I am here to stop this madness, to end the bloodshed. I know the way to break the curse." She gestured to the statue. "But the ritual is dangerous. I need your help." The villagers hesitated. Their fear of the curse warred with their distrust of outsiders. After a tense silence, Elder Amara stepped forward. His voice, though gruff, held a note of respect. "What must we do?" The priestess nodded. "First, we must understand the curse. This is no ordinary item. It is a vessel for the spirit of the monkey god, a deity revered and feared by the ancients. It feeds on the darkness in our hearts, the pain and anger. Those emotions empower it." She paused, her gaze sweeping across the fearful faces, and it has chosen Lily as its new host. If we do not act quickly, she will become its permanent vessel, and the darkness will consume her entirely. The priestess turned back to the statue. To break the curse, we must banish the monkey god back to its realm. But for that, I need the artifact. She gestured to the box in her hands. Inside this box lies the key, a relic from my tribe that can seal the gateway. The villagers looked at Lily, then back at the priestess. They knew the risk, but the alternative was unthinkable. They agreed. Eldamara handed the box to the priestess. With a solemn nod, she began the ritual, her voice echoing through the temple. She moved in precise patterns, weaving between the vines, her steps in sync with the rising and falling of the sun. All around him, the jungle responded, leaves rustling in time with her chant. Finally, she reached the center of the clearing where the statue loomed over them. Here, the box throbbed with power, its carvings glowing with an ethereal light. The priestess raised it high, her voice reaching a crescendo. "Oh, monkey god, hear my words. You have feasted long enough on our sorrows. Now I close the gate, sealing your prison forever." As she spoke, the box pulsed with energy, bathing the clearing in an otherworldly glow. Vines writhed, coiling tighter around the statue. A low growl emanated from the idol, vibrating through the ground and up their spine. Suddenly, the monkey god lunged, its vines lashing out to grab the priestess. But she was ready. With a flick of her wrist, she unleashed a burst of energy, sending the vines again and again. The struggle continued, the clearing becoming a battleground between the forces of light and dark. The villagers huddled together, their faces pale with worry. Just when it seemed the statue would overpower the priestess, Tiago stepped forward, his eyes blazing with newfound resolve. He took a deep breath and unleashed a torrent of energy, striking the statue with the full force of his being. The air crackled, and for a moment, the sounds of battle ceased. The monkey god shuddered, its growls becoming more pain. Seizing this opportunity, the priestess gathered her strength. With a final surge of power, she slammed the box against the statue. The clearing exploded in a blinding flash. When the villagers opened their eyes, they found themselves in a drastically altered landscape. The jungle had retreated, revealing a vast clearing bathed in sunlight. In the center stood the monkey god statue, but now it was lifeless, its vines withered and drooping. Beside it stood the priestess and Tiago, both wounded but resolute. Lily was gone, vanished without a trace. They had won, but their victory was tinged with concern. Where was Lily? Had the ritual banished the curse along with its host? The villagers looked at Tiago and the priestess, their expressions a mix of gratitude and apprehension. They had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, but the ordeal had shaken them to their core. They knew they couldn't stay in the temple. Not yet. They needed time to heal, to rebuild, to remember that even in the darkest of jungles, hope could blossom. As they ventured out of the clearing, the jungle seemed different. The rustling leaves sounded less menacing, the shadows less foreboding. They had faced the curse and survived. And in doing so, they had forged a bond that would forever unite them. The fight had been hard, but they had won. But the story doesn't end here, because deep in the jungle, a single footprint gleamed, a clear sign that the monkey god was still out there waiting for its chance to return. And somewhere in the village, a flicker of the curse still remained. For while Lily was gone, her presence lingered, a haunting echo of the darkness that had nearly consumed her. The battle was over, but the war against the curse had just begun. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next episode. Until then, stay safe.